My name is Duke Oshodi. I greet every one of you out there. I want to speak today on the Benin, Edo, and Esan relationship. Over the time, you hear people coming to speak on social media, talking words without foundation, words that didn't make sense at all, to try to divide Esan and Benin or Edo people. And sometimes they accuse the Igbos or the people they call Biafra people, whatever, as being responsible for such unholy messages and posts on the social media. Even some few Esan persons who, for whatever animosity or hatred that they have against the Beninese, also buying into such wicked statements and posts. Many of you are children, many of you are very young, many of you don't even know how come Esan and Benin, that they've been together for a very long time. Then some of them want to write history of Esan Benin. The word Esan Bedo, Edo Besan, tells you how strong it is, a bond between the Esan and the Benin people, or the Benin and the Esan people. They may have slight difference in their language, but they are the same people. I tell you today, among those Biafra, the Igbo people, they are more divided, they are more diversity in their language, in their dialects, that come under the totality of the word Igbo. Let alone the Benin, Esan, Onwa, these are Edo-speaking people who are of the same family, same culture, same value system, with the Oba as the emperor of the old Benin Empire, as the old Benin Kingdom, where all these people, all these other tribes come. Esan have their kings. The Beninese have their king, and the Oba who's the monarch. You understand me? And this Oba is the monarch that supersedes and superintends over all other kings in this locality as far as to some part of the riverine area. But for education and for civilization and modernity, people want to forget the history and rewrite the history, to want to cause animosity and bad blood between the people who are of the same family. The Esan people and the Benin people are the same. The history of Benin or Benin Empire will never be complete if you don't mention the Esan people. The Esan people are a mixture of Beninese and Esan over time. The Beninese are a mixture of Esan over time. Interestingly, very many Obas of Benin, their mothers were Esan people. Esan people have played role in the Benin monarchy. They have interest, several seasons of interactions, interregnums, and infighting among princes who became kings. Esan people played role uncountable number of times. So tell you now that a lot has happened between these people as a common people with common as a relationship. There may be variation in the language, but the people are the same. The culture is the same. What you practice today as Esan culture was, honestly speaking, the old tradition of the Benin people. Over time, the Benin has also evolved and had some modernization, because Benin City is cosmopolitan and it has vibrated to other aspects of areas of Benin. The same Esan people, the Enikes in Esan, very many of them will tell you that they are princes from Benin. They are princes from Benin. So why would anybody just wake up overnight and want to create a divide? If you are angry, if you are animosity against the Beninese, you don't bring it there. For instance, you could see the uniqueness of the Edo people, that the oneness in the Edo people. Power is being rotated in Benin, in Edo state, which we ask and advise other parts of Nigeria to take a cue from. When it was Edo North, for 4 years the Showman ruled, and it not moved down to Edo South, even though the Edo South has overwhelming majority over the two political regions put together, the Edo Central and Edo North. Morally, the Edos have agreed that power must shift hand and move to Edo Central. And you could see how the Beninese have voted to support, from the party structure back to the general elections, to support Esama becoming the governor of Edo State. No Benin said no. The entire Benin said no, power must shift. They are our cousins, they are our brothers, we have agreed we must all rotate among ourselves. And the Oba is there to give his advice and all, and I don't understand. Because your people are in Europe and America, you have access to cheap data. You are on social media and start talking nonsense to want to create disharmony between a family. The Edo man, the Esan man, the Owa man, the Esako man, they are all Edo-speaking people who fall under the commonality of one umbrella, one family. So why would you? Is it because you feel you are educated, you are wise, you are exposed? We begin to doubt your education and begin to ask, some of you are very sane. If you are cerebral, when you want to create problem between a family. The Edo people are one. Benin, Esan people are the same. The intermarriage between the Benin and the Esan people is very high. And it's becoming very funny when you see people who have intermarried themselves for too long. For centuries they've been marrying themselves. But funny enough, you hear them say, what the Benin man will tell you before you see an Esan man and the snake kill the Esan man before the snake. It's all lip service. It's all mouth. Yet they still marry themselves more than any other group in Edo State. It's not funny. You know, the Esan people are very smart people. They are also a very exposed people. Because over time, we could see how the Esan has progressed. It doesn't mean Benin also have done well in their own respective rights. They're also very educated people and exposed. But they were not into government service. You won't find them in public service until recently. That is why people think that the Beninese are not, they thought Beninese don't go to school, which is not true. Where was the first primary school set in Nigeria, in Edo State? Or Bende? It was Benin. Where was the first secondary set up? It was the same region of the Benin-speaking people. And very many Beninese were in school, were educated. But they were never took into public services. You understand? So you don't look them and see they're not the very educated people. They say they don't travel. That's not true. Over time, Beninese have come to prove to you that they are among one of the best traveled people in Nigeria. So why all this hate? Who is teaching you? Where you get your history from? We believe that some of these people who are speaking here about the Benin want to cause disharmony between Benin and Esan are people whose ancestry are not originally Esan people. We are also aware that some people, some Igbos who may have found their way, ancestrally into Esan land, I mean making such statements and all that. You can't divide the united people. Edo Esan Okbano, Edo Esan Okbano. You can't separate them. They may have different ideology and different interests. It doesn't mean that the overall interest of these same people will be discontinued. When they leave this place, you see the unity between these people. So please, I want to use a point to call on all Esan leaders. Let us begin at Edo, Benin-speaking people. Let us advise our brothers and sisters to stop this hate. You just have to stop it. It pays nobody any good. Do not allow enemies of Edo to begin to divide us. We are one united people. Long live Edo State, and I wish you all well. Thank you very much.